Alrighty, so the first thing that we need to do is come up with a question that we would like to ask School Board President Reginald McGregor, okay? So our questions that we want to ask him need to be about the knowledge that we have been learning about government. So you guys know that he is the school board president, so he is kind of the head person for all of the operations and decisions that happen inside of Lawrence Township. So what we want to do is come up with a list of questions that we could ask him about our school, about the Lawrence Township and how decisions are made. We want to ask questions about that type of style, okay? So I'm going to share my screen. One second. There we go. I'm going to share my screen and we will run this the same way we did for our visit with Councilwoman Jessica Piper. I'm going to type the questions. At the end, we will take a vote, and the question with the most responses will be the question that is asked, okay? Also, I want to remind you to make sure that your questions are about our knowledge that we've been learning about government and about his position and about jobs and things like that. Okay, so we don't want to say things like, do you have a dog? Right? We want them to be on topic with what we've been learning. Okay, so if you have a question, go ahead and raise your hand and I will be typing questions here and then we will vote once we are done. Aiden G.
Self-defense classes.
What about it?
Like you can give self-defense classes so when bullies try to attack, you can block their attack.
Okay. Christopher.
My question is that why there's not that much space in some classrooms because of COVID, and I'm saying that to do something about it so they can have more.
Okay, so guys, remember right now you're asking a lot of questions about problems. We don't want to ask about problems. We want to ask him about his job. Okay, so things that he does, things he's in charge of. We want to know about his job, okay? Our presentations are going to be about the problems that we want solved. Right now, we're going to focus on asking questions about his job, okay? So rethink. If it's a question about a problem and a solution, that comes later. Right now, we want to know more about what he does and his job and the things that he's in charge of, okay? All right, so make sure your questions coming up are about his job, things he's in charge of, things that he might do, decisions that he has to make, things like that, okay? Terrence.
How long has he been working there?
How long have you, and you are Terrence, there we go. How long have you been working as the school board president? Okay, awesome. Other questions about his job, Aiden Hampton.
What made you want to work at that job?
What made you want to be the school board president? Awesome. Okay, Sing-Q.
What made you school board president?
So like, how did he become the school board president? Okay. How did you become the school board president? There we go. My fingers are fat today. They are typing a lot of extra letters. Alrighty. Elijah.
What is his day like?
Okay. Elijah, what is your day like in your job? Wonderful. Levin.
how how do you meet up with the other school board president?
So he's the only school board president, but do you want to know how he meets with his cabinet, the people that work with him?
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you meet with other school board members? All right, Aiden G.
In the chat, why do you work for schools?
Awesome. So Aiden, I'm going to change this question here into what you just said, because this one we want to focus on is jobs, okay? That'll come in the presentations. So how do you, say it again, work for?
Work for schools?
How do you work for the schools? And we're going to put in Lawrence Township because that's who he works for specifically. So
No,
how?
I meant why.
Oh, gotcha. Why do you work for the schools in Lawrence Township? Does that capture what you were saying? Awesome. Let me make that a little bit longer so it fits. There we go. Motto.
How much days were you being on school?
How what?
How much days do you been? How much days do you been on school?
Okay. So motto. Oops. How many days are you in the schools? Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. Terrence.
Why did you choose to do school?
To be the school board president or to go to school growing
To
up?
be the school board president.
Okay. So why did you choose to be the school board president? Awesome. Leah.
How late do you work on the school board?
I think that answer will shock you. How late do you work some days on the school board? That might shock you. Aiden G.
I put it in the chat. Just have to finish. I can get.
Gotcha. Let me put it here. Why do you work for schools? Aiden G. Why do you work for schools? Yep. Got it. Oh, and there's another one. Let's see. When do you work and when do you stop? So like, what are his hours? Okay. There's my text box. What hours do you work as the school board president? And then we'll move that over so that we can see it. Beautiful. Okay, Aiden Hampton, and then we will wrap up.
How long have you been the school board president?
Alrighty. Here we have that one right here. So we'll put your name with that. Terrence and Aiden Hampton. There we go. All right. Let's get ready to vote. Okay, so we're going to do this the same way we did last time. You will vote on the question that you think we should ask our school board president, and then that will be the question that is asked. Okay. All right. I'm going to ask you to do this if you want to vote, to actually raise your physical hand, not your emoji hand, on that question, and then I will put tallies by it. I'm also going to ask that you only vote for 2 questions. Okay, so only vote for 2 questions. That way we can get this figured out quickly, okay? So you can vote for 2 questions that you think would be best. All right, here we go. First one, Aiden G. Why do you work for the schools in Lawrence Township? If you think we should ask that question, why do you work for the schools in Lawrence Township? Raise your hand. 2. Okay, 2 votes. Next one, how is Lawrence Township helping keep students safe during COVID? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, okay. How many days are you in the schools? How many days are you coming to work in those schools? 1, 2, Okay. How late do you work some days on the school board? How late are you working? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay. How long have you been working as the school board president? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Okay. What made you want to be the school board president? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that one had 5. How did you become the school board president? 1, 2, 2. What is your day like in your job? What is a day like in your job? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. All right. How do you meet with other school board members? 1, 2, 3, 3. Why did you choose to be the school board president? Why did you choose to be the school board president? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay. And what hours do you work as the school board president? 1, 2, 3. All right. We have a winner, and our winner question is Elijah with what is a day like in your job? All right. So Mr. Elijah, you will be speaking for our class. And when it is our class's turn to ask a question, that is what you will say. What is your day like in your job? You ready for it? All right. Awesome. 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 Okay. So Elijah will ask our question. Now I'm going to share with you the students who are going to present, and we are going to have them practice their presentations right now. And then we're going to give them feedback. Okay. So they're going to practice their presentations, and then we will give them some feedback. Okay. All right. Our first presenter who was chosen to speak for our class is not on Zoom, and that was Braden. So we're going to have to figure that out. We might have to present for him. Let's see here. Let me see if he's logged on yet. Oh, okay. Well, Braden, we'll have to figure that out in a moment. The other people who were selected to present for our class were Mr. Sin Q. All right, Sin Q. So here's what's going to happen. When it is your turn to present, I'm going to share the screen, and you're going to present your paragraph. Okay? So let's have you practice right now, and then we will give you some feedback on what you did well and what you can do better. Okay? All right. So Mr. Sin Q, would you please share with the school president your idea?
All right.
Can you see my screen, Sin Q?
Let me see. All right. So, have you ever been cold and could not go outside? And could not go outside and play on the playground. Well, Indian Creek playground has that problem. So we need to get a heating tent so students can move their bones and stuff and feet and still have fun with recess. When it's cold, kids can stay under the tent. And so what we need is a heating tent for the playground.
Awesome. Anything else you want to add to school board president?
I got my 2 facts and my closing.
All right, go ahead and read those.
This way, the kids that hold up. Oh, this way the kids can exercise their legs and stay warm. The kids that are cold can stay under the tent.
So what would you like school board president Reginald McGregor to do?
I want him to buy a heating tent.
Awesome. All right. Feedback for Q. What did he do well? What's something he could do better? What did he do well? Terrence, something he did well?
So one thing he did well and one thing he did not so good is something he did well is he told him what he wants.
Very clear. Yep, we know exactly what you wanted. What could he improve?
I don't know.
Okay, so Q, pretty strong there, right? People feel like you did pretty good. Any other feedback for Q? What he did well, something he can do better? All right. Q, I agree with Terrence. I think you were very clear in what you wanted. I think something you could do better is kind of just talk to him, right? You know what you want, so you can read it, but then you can say, hey, here's the problem. When we're out at recess, we want to be able to play outside, but sometimes we have to stay in because it's so cold and we need exercise, right? So you can just talk to him too, like, hey man, here's what's going on. This is what I need and this is why I need it. Because you know what you want, right? So you can give your reasons. Cool. William, feedback.
His conclusion all it says is please consider buying a heating tent for the playground. And I think he might need to kind of put a little more in the conclusion.
Okay.
But
So
what I think he did well was he told him some reasons why that he needs it.
Yeah, lots of good reasons there, Q. Kids exercising, being able to burn energy, those are great reasons. And yeah, so kind of like what William just said, just add a little bit more. We need this playground tent so that we can do this, right? Just talk with him. Awesome. Oscar, feedback, and then we're going to let Miss Camille practice.
So when he was reading it, Thank you needs to like read it a little more like louder and with more happiness.
Yeah, happiness in your voice, right? Q, you're asking for something that's awesome. So yeah, we can speak a little bit louder and ask with happiness. You feeling ready, Q? You're going to rock it, man. You're going to be great. All right, Miss Camille, it is your turn, my dear. So Miss Camille, you have two parts to your presentation. You did a paragraph and you also created this awesome presentation with some visuals, okay? So how would you like to present this? What do you want to do first? Do you want to read him your paragraph or do you want to talk to him as you're doing your presentation? What do you think?
My paragraph.
All right, so can you see it on my screen?
Yeah.
All right, sis, go ahead and present, and then we'll do the same thing. We'll give you some feedback on what you did well and something we can improve.
Hello, I'm writing you because of a problem at Indian Creek Elementary. The problem is when you arrive at school, there is a long line in the drop-off, and that sometimes can make students late for class. There could be 2 lines made instead of 1. This would work because the lines would be shorter. This would also work because it would get more students into the school before class starts. I hope a change will come. Thank you for your.
Wow. Camille, I feel like the way that you closed your letter was so clear and respectful. Like you want that change and you're also saying, man, you're awesome for giving me this time. That was really strong. All right, feedback. What did Camille do well? What's one thing she could do better? Q.
You can do better, mixing it on her closing up a little bit more. But
How so?
what she did, mixing it up a little more with a little more letters.
Okay.
And yeah, that's what I think.
What did she do well?
What she did well was was saying her name and everything, and talking about Indian Creek and that.
Yeah, I think that's really important, guys. So we haven't met School Board President Reginald McGregor before. So I think before you present, saying, hi, I'm Camille and I'm a third grader at Indian Creek. Here's what I need. Or, hi, I'm Q and I play on the playground at Indian Creek. Here's something that I need. Awesome. Leah, what did she do well? What can she do better?
So she did well as writing the paragraph. Like I heard a lot of great things in there. But what I'm getting is like, hello, I'm writing you because I would say I'm writing you a paragraph. Yeah, I would say I'm writing you a paragraph because of the problem.
Okay. So letting them know, being specific, we got a problem we want fixed. Awesome. Question for you. Let's figure this out very quickly because we got to be gone in 3 minutes. I think I know a few of you. How many of you after school have had to wait in the hallway because your school bus is late? Who's had to sit in the hallway at Indian Creek because your school bus is late? Okay. Christopher, have you? You had your hand up and then you put it down. Have you had to wait? No, you haven't had to wait because your school bus was late. Okay, hands up again if you've had to sit in the hallway because your school bus is late. Okay, Levin. Levin, can you pop up so I can see you? Levin, that is what Braden's paragraph was about. Would you feel comfortable reading for Braden?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so when you present, Levin, you'll say, my friend is absent. I'm going to share his work today. Would you feel good with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you practice reading this really quick?
Yeah, sure. But it's too small.
It's too small. All right, let me see what I can do about that. There we go. New. Grab, click, big, and zoom. Hold on. Let's copy it. Okay, and then I think if I do this, I can zoom. Let me see. Page 2.
Yeah, I agree with Braden.
Is that better? Well, hold
Yes.
on. Okay. All right, go ahead. Oh, I don't want to move that. Okay, go ahead and try reading that now. Let me see. Hold on. There we go. Ah! Okay, hold on. Let's do it this way. I think if I, there we go. And then we'll put that there and then we'll zoom
It's okay,
here.
right there.
Right there it was. You can see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hey, I am sharing for my friend Braden.
All right.
Have you ever been on the late bus? Well, then Indian Creek needs to fix it. We need more buses soon, and we will not be late and have to wait after school to go home. If you want to be not late, tell Indian Creek and they will help. If you're on the late bus, tell Indian Creek the buses need to be a little bit faster. Then the kids are not late going home.
The mechanics.
The mechanics need to fix the other buses so we don't have to share buses and can be not late, and the kids cannot be late, so Indian Creek needs to hire a mechanic to fix them.
Wonderful. All right. Thank you, Levin. Okay, guys, we got to get to our meeting. So here's what you are going to do. Inside of your activities, It will refresh for you. Ooh, it should. Hold on. Oh, I gotta release it to you. And the link is right there. Let me change this time. Edit. Come on, more options. There we go. Boom. Save. Okay. In your activities, it will refresh, and then you will see right here this link for Miss Thaxton to go visit. I will also put it in the chat right now, but on Seesaw, get off of here and go click there, and I'll see you on that Zoom. All righty. Here's the link. Boom. Bye.